Nice.
Okay, there we go. All right, shit should be ready. Okay, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
They're not all here though.
I mean, we could just start talking
war
about
cry in the middle of the battle.
Okay,
the other regions first.
So what happened in Valencia?
all right. Let's commence the podcast on Valencia. How did things go there? Man up.
Well, you know, it's the usual, man. Just kind of chilling out in the desert. No one wants to come here for some reason. I guess people don't like where it's hot.
What did everyone think when they saw there was no fight tonight?
Same shit, different week, right? That's all.
All right, sounds good. Medea, how did you guys do with Vision?
Is Vision
I don't think
even here?
Vision's in here.
Vision, Jesus.
Rip.
Yeah, we're missing quite a few guilds, I know. Shall we continue, or shall we give Vision and Cho some time and LOTD?
They're not because Lacari's host.
Gotcha.
I'm not the host.
Hey, what's up?
What do you mean I'm not the host? I get muted.
I'm your host here, Rigov.
Look,
let's go into Serindia. What happened in Serindia, guys? Who fought in Serindia?
Yeah, shit all. Had a couple allies and then rage dropped and we killed them and handed it over. It was a joke.
And you're an Orban guild?
I think you know who we are, you piece of shit.
No.
I understand Martyrs took Serendia. How many guilds were present for that fight?
5.
5 guilds? How was it? Was it fun? Was it intense?
No, it was really boring.
Was there an alliance?
Yeah.
How many
Like I
guilds?
said,
How many
rage
guilds?
dropped. Rage dropped. It was pretty much 4v1 and then we just fucked around and gave it over, handed it over. That was it.
Fair enough.
So it's very boring. But Calphion looked good, so I want to...
Yeah. Give Balanos a chance before we move on to Calphion. Balanos, do we have anyone from Fortune present?
Yeah, that's me.
How did the Balanos fight go?
It was fun. 2v2. Fortune Kyokai against Aftershock and Hikamori.
Boring. Who cares?
Alright.
Calphion.
As long as you had fun with it. Moving on to Calphion. I understand there were 11 guilds present.
Seriously?
Quite a whopping number there.
Wait, hello?
Any greens?
There's like 3 other guilds that didn't
Yeah,
get
it
a
was
save.
actually a pretty good fight on Balanos.
Yeah, there was a good fight on Balanos.
Because you don't matter.
Let's talk about
Shut up.
Balanos then. No, let's give Balanos their proper respect here.
Calphion's not even here, so they
got
can't
equal
talk,
opportunity here. Balanos, by all means, the stage is yours.
So it was a pretty good fight. It was a 2v2. And
you got wrecked? Yeah, I heard.
No one cares about Valanos, your doorstep guild. Fucking...
So can we talk about Calphion now? Or?
It was a good fight, and no one got bowled over per se.
Are we there yet?
So,
Are we there yet?
What saved Fortune was they built some. We put a really good push on them.
The host
They built
couldn't make
some
it tonight, so we had
barricades.
to
They didn't even get finished, and we knocked them down with a command to gather, and they were still there, like desynced. Like we couldn't move through the invisible, non-existent barricade, and so we just stood outside the base and got wiped because we couldn't get into their base to finish them off. So it turned into be a 2v1 because Fortune allied with desync, but you know, I'm happy they got a handoff again. That's good.
Yeah, Hiki got kind of fucked.
Fight. So you lost the fight versus Fortune. That's what you're saying.
So you're saying you lost, right? Okay, thank you.
No. They didn't lose at first. See, Hiki was as long as Hiki was up, they were doing fine.
But were you up though? No, you weren't up. So yeah,
they were able to easily hold for themselves for the most part. It was just the
Nah,
2v1.
Hikamori got smashed by Kayuka. What are you talking
Whoa!
about?
Whoa! Back up.
Aftershock lost 1v1.
It was a 2v1. It was a 2v1
So it's
the whole
really
time
hard.
on Hiki's base because we were right next to you guys, right? You and Fortune were at our walls almost the whole time, except for when you had to go back because
Wasn't
Aftershock
Belinos a
was all over your
2v2?
base. It was a 2v2, but we were a lot closer to Fortune and...
Aftershock wasn't able to help you.
Yeah. The
problem
was
Aftershock decided to attack Kyokai first when they should have attacked Fortune first.
Okay. The real problem is that it's really hard to deal with.
So
fighting a guild.
Kyukai and Fortune wiped the 2 other guilds.
Whoa, let
now.
the man talk.
It's really hard to deal with a guild that brings in 15 mercs every single time that like have no business in a Balanos guild, right? And so we do the best we can by bringing up people and building up a real core and fighting without fucking mercs or bullshit or outnumbering or zerging or any of that crap.
Is that why you merged with Critical?
We didn't merge. They joined us.
Critical merge. How'd that work out? You guys got
6
smashed?
people. You guys
What
paid
were
people
the
to join
turnouts
for a day.
like for this
That's
fight
what you
that
get
went
for
on?
taking Kyukai's bitch on Eden.
How many guys did you each field, give or take?
Hiki had.
I mean, it took you
68.
like 2 hours to take us down with a 3v2 last week, and we took you out pretty fast this week. So yeah, shows where the power lies in Balanos.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think you should refer to Scapegoaty. He was pretty gracious in the fight last week. It was a good fight last week too. It was pretty close to a 1v1 because we blocked some of the people coming in that normally come in from your guild. So that was nice to actually get like a real 1v1. So if it wasn't for mercs, you know,
We don't actually have like a bunch of mercs this week.
but I mean, we watch your numbers and we laugh at it.
Hey, can I ask, how did this salt
This is
between
fucking
Kyukai and
spicy.
Aftershock happen? Because it's pretty
not
brutal.
It's not really salty. It's good
Oh,
fights.
no, no, no,
like,
no,
it's
it
not-
is.
Salt.
No, it's real.
Wait. Look,
No,
Wish
it's
Fairy-
salt.
Wish
Was
Fairy-
there any bad blood in a previous siege?
All right, Wish Fairy messages me and he's like, Proto, if you're gonna be on Balanos, please, man, let's just fucking kill Aftershock. Just give me that much, please. Just give me that. And I'm like, I'm not even on Balanos. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you lying to me? I'm like, no, I'm fucking serious. I'm not.
We have good fights every week. Like, it's good for both of our guilds, but it's just like, you know, really desync fucked us, honestly. Like, if those barricades actually went down, we would have knocked Fortune out real quick, and then we would have had a 1v1 with Kyukai. Oh, okay. Well, it's not an excuse. It's what happened.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they
sure
were
everyone
super close to
has
killing Fortune.
desync.
Yeah,
I
but
just
not
don't
with
know
the
where your rivalry
structures.
came from. That's
That's
all.
the first time I've seen desync with structures.
Conan, the barricades didn't disappear when they killed him, is what happened.
Yeah.
I was there. I saw it. I was watching after Hiki's base went down.
We're just running into a huge invisible hole in the base with a node at 20% and 60 people outside of it.
I don't want to talk over them.
So, what was the order which bases went down?
Well, so first off, Kyokai and Fortune started on top of Hiki's base, and after about like 30 minutes, they had 4 elephants on our base and we couldn't hold. So I think at about like the 40-minute mark, Hiki went down, and then Aftershock was about to pull down Fortune shortly thereafter, but
Plus, I was
that
handling stuff.
desyncing
There's a lot of
barricade bullshit
maintenance I
happened,
had to
and
handle. Sorry.
they ended up losing their foothold and
'Cause
got pushed
we
back
had
and
the
went down.
subs too,
I don't
that
know
was-
what time it was, but it.
So Fortune and
was a decent
Kyokai had
after.
really good positioning, though. So I mean, I can't take that away. Like they placed their forts in the right spot, and it was
Yeah.
hard to deal with because we knew we had to push Fortune first, but we had to
Just
like go
listening.
across the entire map to get there, and it wasn't super feasible. So we did the best we could because we 1v1 Kyokai so well the week before. We thought we could just keep pressure on them, but they were right next to Hikikomori, so with no respawn timers in the first 30 minutes, it was easy for them to.
Alright, can we move on, Calphion, now?
Would you say those even Balanos enjoyed and appreciated the fights that were to be had, despite any good
Oh,
differences?
yeah. We don't
It was a
actually
really
have
good
salt. We don't actually have salt.
It sounds like it was
We're just-
actually pretty interesting. It's a shame that I missed it. Like, there were 11 guilds in Calphion, so I didn't think to like check Balanos, but
We really like where the fights are right now because it's like there's not a whole bunch of like overpowered guilds that shouldn't be on Balanos coming on Balanos.
yeah, I mean, like,
And we're
you
able to
guys
get
say,
really good
oh, like, who
fights.
cares about... You guys like saying, oh, who cares about Balanos? Fuck Balanos. But, dude, Balanos is an integral part of the game. It's the first stepping stone for guilds coming up from nodes to get into Siege. Like, big guilds should not ever be on fucking Balanos. Like, Vertex should never fucking be on Balanos. FML should never be on Balanos. That is like the stepping stone for the starter guilds.
Kyokai
you know what I
could
mean?
fucking shit on FML right now. So I don't
Since
know
we're
why
talking
you're
about
talking
starter
that.
stone territories, a question I want to ask all of you guilds present. With the merging of the Steam players, do you guys feel like the Siege scene will start seeing more guilds attending the Balanos Siege
No.
Wars?
Not at all.
It might. I mean, it's going to depend a lot on a lot of things, man.
Certain tiers.
Most of our guild is 500 gear score average. and so-
Yeah, even Balanos is so far ahead of the other guilds just coming in. It's insane. Like, and even if they did, they would get blown out by the people currently on Balanos,
Well,
right?
they'd approach us, right? So the real way they can affect Balanos is to approach Kaiokai or Aftershock and be like, hey, we want to build with you guys. We want some experience. And I think both sides get that every week. And then there's tier 2s are really fucking hard right now for anybody. There's so many guilds. And then if you have a name at all, if you've ever held a territory, you just get fucking zerged down like crazy. And so just grabbing a tier 2 right now is actually pretty difficult. And so these Steam guilds are going to have a tough time even getting to that part, much less even looking at Balanos.
Yeah, I think it's going to take some time. I feel like this game has reached its pinnacle of popularity, with all the big streamers playing it now, like Lyric and fucking Summit and shit.
Yeah.
And Soda Poppin' and all that, all that nonsense going on. Like, this game is at its, like, maximum peak for popularity that I will ever see. But I feel like once those Steam players start coming off of Olivia, or fucking Olvia, I should say, they're going to start having a fucking bad time. The 120k karma change isn't going to fucking stop shit, dude. They're still going to have a bad time. It's just going to make everyone's life miserable.
Speaking of which, even though this is on the Balanos subject currently, it's also related to PvP. What does everyone think of that new karma change?
Come on, seriously, obviously, nobody likes
20k.
Wait, we haven't even done Calpheon. Relax.
Yeah, shit's garbage.
It was brought up though with the Steam players.
I don't think it matters. If you're gonna get karma bombed, you're gonna get karma bombed. Whether it takes 2 kills or 4 kills,
Indeed. Right. Is there anything else that anyone on Balanos wants to say before we move on to Calpheon?
Please no.
Regarding the karma things, I just wish there was a channel that had open PvP, no karma penalties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we can discuss after we cover Calpheon.
Yeah, you say that, but I think there's a lot of bad things that would happen if that.
This much we'll cover after the Calpheon talk. Now, moving the podcast on to Calpheon, I understand many of you are eager to discuss this with 11 guilds present. Who wants to take this one off?
There's only 10 guilds because Trump isn't here.
Does Trump even matter, though?
Joe Nation isn't even here yet.
Was Trump part of any alliance, or were they on their own?
Chuno Nation?
Who gave them a tier 2?
Interesting.
I thought
Which
Trump was going to kick it off.
Guilds came together with an ally? Was it a free-for-all?
I guess I'll start off. We were approached by Vertex saying, hey, do you want to have a good fight? Looks like there's going to be another circle jerk between Barcode and LOTD again. Changing hands with the castle, and we were like, fuck that. Let's go have some fun. So Ding then approached FML and said, hey, they wanted to get into the siege scene and learn a little bit more about how a castle siege works. And because they've been doing pretty good in the Node War scene, so they decided to place with us. And suddenly it just exploded to like 11 freaking towers. And I can't recall a time. Was even the Orna siege, or sorry, the Orca in Valencia? How many towers were placed there, Lacari?
Fucking
Was
like
it
10, 11. I'm not sure. It was like
13.
Was it 13?
13. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I just couldn't believe that. I mean, I wish every week was like this. It was an amazing fight. Every time that you tried to push on one tower, you'd have to double back to another one, and it was a very dynamic fight. Joe Nation didn't want to pick sides, so they basically went from one person to another and agreed to help Vertex, but then kind of backstabbed. It was really kind of interesting what they decided to do. So they're trying to play both sides. But it was an interesting fight, and I'm glad that it happened the way it did because it lasted a long time. And now it's stalemated, which means next weekend it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it's crazy. They actually stalemated the territory, it seems. They did not give it or hand it off. So they fought for it. So no one really won. It's just good PvP.
Would everyone say they enjoyed themselves throughout the fighting, or did anyone feel like there was a bit too much of a team stack against them?
Giovanni, Proto, you're fucking 50 years old. I'm 32, you fuck.
Oh man, overall, I think most people agree it's just a solid fucking fight, man.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I know Show Nation's still finishing up. Like Show Nation LT is still finishing up. We can probably like touch back on that topic once they get back.
I think the point of Show Nation showing up, I think their intended goal was to make the territory go uncontested. for the next week. 'Cause it's a lot easier to take a castle without an owner, and it sets up a really good fight. Honestly, I think that next week Calpheon's territory will be as lit as it was tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens in Calpheon. It's nice to see like a lot of guilds are just fighting for the sake of fighting. Mostly, is what this game is.
They tried swinging a 1v1 with LOTD, thinking they'd beat them, but hey.
Oh
yeah, we offered them we offered Chonation a 1v1 to fight Barcode, but they declined and instead took LOTD. They didn't want to fight us because they knew they would lose, so they took the 1v1 with LOTD.
Well, that's funny because consequently they told that to us because apparently Ricardo was just kind of doing reach arounds to every guildmaster during that fight. It was kind of funny because he said to me, he's like, "Oh, we don't want to fight Mr. Vertex. They beat us in a 1v1, so we not do that." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, they're just trying to win.
We should probably wait until Chonation LT actually get here before continuing. We
No, I really like these impressions.
I mean, realistically, everybody shows up to a siege to try and win, right? So you can't blame Chonation for trying to win, but
yeah, I mean, they're just playing. Like, honestly, just playing both sides. Like, I understand it, but like, I don't know. I feel like we should just wait before like we continue.
Geopolitics. Wait for the remaining people.
I don't think their intention was to win. I think they had the intention of stalemating it, and they did exactly what they wanted to, and they played it very well on their part.
Good for them.
I mean, if you stalemate and then hindsight 2020 say we plopped a stalemate, it sounds like you accomplished your goal, right? To me, it sounds like damage control.
I was under the impression that they were there to stalemate it about halfway through the siege when all of a sudden they started telling me that they were going to protect us so that we could rebuild.
You mean they said they were going to stalemate it whenever it seemed like it was going to stalemate?
Rate this game from 1 to 10.
Is that what it sounds like to me?
I don't think it was going to stalemate
6 or
if
7?
Chonation wouldn't have come and helped us push off once or twice. Then we would have been kicked out much earlier, and it could have gone many different ways.
Get outplayed by Chonation, idiots.
So what Chonation did was they killed Ding.
Hey guys, what are we talking about?
And then after they killed Ding, they went to defend Vertex. Then they actually went and defended Barcode when FML
Yo,
attacked
fuck those
Barcode.
Chonation guys.
And then
Playing both sides.
Chonation went and attacked Vertex. So
Yo, it's Lord Joe. What up, Lord Joe? What are you doing here?
Yo, those.
Yeah, Chonation.
Get muted. What?
Continue.
Yo, I hate those Chonation guys, man. They were fighting everyone. What are we talking about here?
We're covering the Calpheon siege. What's your input since you were there?
I was looking at you know what was actually most surprising was looking at Chonation's KDA compared to LOTD, and they were equal to each other. And I was surprised because I thought Chonation was a stronger guild than that.
Nah, Chonation's a shit guild. I have no idea why you think we're good. Like, honestly, we're actually a role-playing guild, and like most people like mistaken us for a PvP guild, but we only roleplay as a PvP guild once a week.
Hey, I got a lot of respect for what you guys did, and you know, if you really did stalemate on purpose, obviously, because shaking up the scene.
No, that wasn't what we were doing. We were trying to win.
They only roleplayed stalemating it.
Still, just fucking.
I mean, I know
changing
you
up the
guys
scene
are
a little
trying
bit.
to win. You could say your RP guild, but come on now, please. I know you were trying to fucking win the territory.
Yeah, we were trying to win. Like, we dropped with just Empire, and then like from what we understood, Vertex's alliance was much stronger than LOTD's. So we tried to play like both sides so that we would whittle it down into like our final goal was to actually just have us, Vertex, Barcode, and LOTD remaining. But then like we ran into like the so like what Vertex was getting low, so we tried to protect them to keep them in, because after those 4 guilds remained, we would allied up with Vertex to kill probably Barcode because they're outside the castle. Then we would have flipped on them, and then we worked with LOTD to kill Vertex, and then we'd have a 1v1 against Vertex.
You see, you don't understand how this game works, man. Like, you burn bridges and that's it. So
You walk on ashes.
Like, you can't blame us for trying to win. It's just like.
Did I just hear Vertex and Alliance in the same sentence?
That doesn't happen. Vertex doesn't plop with guilds. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Like,
they don't have alliances. Vertex doesn't
just to
use
be clear,
alliances.
yeah, but they would naturally hit Barcode because they're closer.
Just to be clear, We never lied to anyone. We have never betrayed anyone.
We held our we didn't choose any sides. We told you guys like we weren't gonna join your side. We weren't gonna join your side.
We literally had every single faction this war message us which side we're joining, and we told them we're not joining a fucking side. There was no bridges to be burnt there.
Because that was the only way we thought we could win.
But you defended Vertex. You stopped us from killing them, and then you defended us and stopped Vertex from killing us after your defense.
Yes, because we knew LOTD and Barcode had something like set up to be the last.
What did I tell you?
It sounds more to me like you have a really bad strategy.
Yeah, as soon as you killed Ding, I said you already picked sides, man. You can't not pick.
He's explained it 3 times. Are you guys fucking slow?
It's pretty hilarious.
Hey man, all I have to like. The only thing I think about this is like, hey, it looked like a really good fight. Cho Nation played both sides. That was cool. The territory stalemated, dude. So honestly, it's all the same fucking color in the end, right? Like
everyone's gonna go back to like Calpheon next week anyway.
It wasn't a good fight, man. We got eggplanted. We got eggplanted by LCD and
That's serious.
No Kappa pride though.
What happened? What happened to you guys, man? Like was it 20 minutes later? It's like dead serious, dead.
It wasn't 20, man. We lasted an hour. Don't give me that.
That series lasted a very long time.
Come on.
That series lasted a very long time compared to what.
Yeah, and that was versus 2 guilds. It was LOTD and Grievance.
Yo, so what the? Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but what the fuck happened to Trump? Like, what happened to Trump guild, dude?
They that was a 5-minute guild.
They only built a wall.
They took 157 deaths, dude. I opened up the conquest stats. And I scrolled down, and Trump was already dead at the start of the siege.
They said, "Welcome to America."
Yeah, God damn, dude. How do you die 157 times in like 2 minutes? It doesn't make sense.
They were directly south. They were south of FML base, so we went to them right away.
Okay, you guys made short work of those motherfuckers. Jesus. All right, you guys can continue.
Well, the reason we went for Trump is because we got a Mexican in the guild, and he's super salty.
No.
He's like, climb the fucking wall, fuckers, pinche Trump motherfucker. And that's exactly what comms were like, basically, for the first 5 minutes.
That sounds like my cousin.
Oh my god, dude.
So I gotta ask, did Trump only have a wall in their base? No, Proto? Hello?
I don't imagine they had annexes for very long. Whether or not they only had
That's a no comment from FML right there.
Fucking FML, dude.
I do want to point out one really funny thing happened during that fight, which was Empire did a guild summon. They did a guild summon in the middle of the Ding base after it was just basically flattened by Cho Nation. But they did the summon right next to a flame tower, and then all of their guilders died.
See, there he is. I told you, evil.
I mean, leave Empire alone, man. They're like an innocent life skilling guild, man. That's all they are. They join the siege. They siege for fun. They don't take it seriously. They do what they can, right? They're easy going.
They tried. Or leaves them satisfied, right?
They got a medal for it.
Wait, you guys think I'm kidding? Evil X, are you there?
Is there a recording of it?
No.
Fuck Trump, man. I'm gonna jump over the wall, dig a fucking tunnel, fuck them.
Hey, Lacari, why does FML have 5 people in here?
Where's Grievance at?
Why not?
Why doesn't Cho Nation have all 11?
FML, you're gonna have to sit at one.
That's because we respect the rules.
Cho's got 4, dude.
Podcast, okay?
The rules of the
Oh, you can
podcast.
only have 3? Is that
limit.
what
It was 4, 3. What is it? Let me see.
What is it actually?
Should be 3, I think.
All right, fuck this. I'm leaving.
Oh, okay, Evil.
Bye.
Back over the border with you.
Can we get Jim Blue to it? Sure.
Yeah, it's 3.
Looking
It's
for
3.
Trump there?
No.
Pink Shark's always here, okay?
Fuck you, Jim Blue.
Yo, Lacari, you miss me?
Pink Shark, get the fuck out of here!
Yo, what are you fucking marrying?
Oh wait, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Stay there. It's fine. Don't worry.
Don't make me
You
fucking
good?
come and manhandle you.
Oh my god, Jim Blue, just shut the fuck up. It's bad enough I
Hey,
have to listen to you
why do you
during
think?
war.
Why do you think nobody believes that Aftershock has a 500 GS average?
Oh, I don't care. We have a fucking air table, and we keep track of all of our stuff, so we know exactly what it is.
I know,
for the
I'm saying, why
Calpheon
do you think
siege,
people don't believe it?
For the Calpheon Siege, which two guilds do you guys think had the most intense fight tonight?
Barcode and Vertex.
Barcode Vertex.
Yeah, for sure.
Far.
The way that our bases were placed just set us up to have
Hey, man.
pretty good fuck face
What about us?
festival.
We were neighbors. I liked it. You touched me. I touched you. We fucking liked it.
You guys say it was an impressive fight? We'll do it again?
It's alright, next week.
It's happening next week.
Us and Vertex will just shit on Chonation right away, and then we'll continue our 1v1.
Oh, easy dodge.
Oh, good.
Alright, yeah, send me a message later, dude, and we'll talk about that, okay?
Sick, dude.
Vertex doesn't bring allies.
We're looking for huge alliances now. Hit us up.
Who doesn't bring
Let's just go to
allies?
Valencia.
I can't wait to see the spice next week, boys. Calpheon sounds like it's gonna be ridiculous.
We're gonna bring it to Valencia, dude.
We're secretly dodging Calpheon and going for the desert. Get ready.
No balls.
And before Lacari brings 6 guilds.
Calpheon uncontested.
Why am I the bad guy here? I'm just sitting in my sandcastle, man. Let me chill.
Looks like you want to see Hikamori and Boundless next week.
Speaking of alliances, though, what did change, Vertex?
What do you mean?
I mean, not a week ago, straight from Vudani's mouth, the guys don't like alliances, and you wouldn't bring alliances.
There's
So
no
why would you bother?
hard alliances. But obviously, if there's 10 forts on a territory, we got to team up with somebody. We're not just gonna get zerged in 5 minutes.
I mean,
there was
that sounds like a
11
great
guilds
excuse, but
there.
you didn't place when there were 11 guilds there, so
No, we
I mean,
didn't place
You didn't
when there were
throw
11
together
guilds
an
there.
alliance.
Wait.
in the last 5 minutes.
I
That's
thought
not-
only relevant guilds were allowed to talk. You didn't do shit. You just watched it.
Oh man,
That
that's how
is
you make
true.
content.
It's because nobody else in here has fucking balls enough to get a good fight in on the desert.
I mean, I'm just saying, Vudani's exact reason was never to go to Media or Valencia because they didn't think they could win the castle and they didn't want to bring alliances. So, what happened? I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Okay, good. We dropped
Loaded question,
with
buddy.
the intention of bringing one ally with us, like we had before with Reapers. We saw that the number of people on the node started to grow and grow. We figured that if we brought more, it could turn into a little bit of a fight, and that's exactly what ended up happening. And we had a really good 5v5 out of it that I think was better than any fight that's happened in a long time. So
And
it
how
kind of
does-
worked out perfectly.
How does that argument somehow make it different from just coming to Valencia and doing
Because
the exact
we
same
don't-
thing?
Because why would we show up to Valencia with a whole zerg of people to take you out of a castle? Like, that does nothing for us.
Your whole
That's
complaint
not
the
a
other
good
week is
fight.
that we would bring an alliance, so it would be a great fight then,
It would
right?
change the entire scene of sieges if somebody did that. It would change the
Please.
entire scene.
Somebody
It's
kick
so
man up
fucking
out of
obvious.
their castle. For the love of God, dude.
I mean, it sounds like Man Up just want to fight. You know?
Well, I'm confused about something though that you mentioned. It was never a 5v5 in Calpheon. I'm pretty fucking sure.
Did somebody say it was?
Oh, okay.
Question
Have
for
you
everyone
ever-
present. In terms of gear score, which guilds do you guys believe is on par to take a fight with Man Up in the desert so we can actually see that happen?
Vision.
Vision.
Do you even need Vision though? Just get
Vision
Vertex,
currently owns Medea, if
Barcode,
I'm not
LOTD,
wrong.
Black Rose. Like they had this whole alliance set up a few weeks back, and then they all bitched out at the last second. Like you know how long? You know how long I waited to merc for Man Up, and we never got to do it. Every week it was like, oh, we've got an alliance building, and then on Friday, oh, it turns out the alliance blew up. Literally for like 2 months.
You would last like 5 minutes if that happened.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! But that is what I'm looking for.
With Vision currently
Just
sitting
something.
in Medea, since nobody's contesting them either, which would be the next following guild you guys feel can go up
Vertex and
against
Black
Vision or
I
Man
don't.
Up?
I don't think we would
Black
want to do anything with Barcode. I've never seen a guild die 4,000 times in a siege, so I'm not sure if that's the kind of guys I would want to go anywhere with. But there's other guilds that I think we could go places with and do some fun fights.
Damn. Fuck.
Then, I mean, why not do that?
How many people did Vertex
Well,
kill tonight?
Capped
Hunter,
out at
stand
80.
by.
I'm glad to hear it. I just was told for weeks you guys would never ally, and then the story now is, well, you allied because there was 11 guilds and you did it all quick like. But if it was so easy to just throw together an alliance just to make a good fight, and your worry was that we would bring an alliance if someone never dropped on us, what's the fucking problem?
The worry wasn't that we would run into an alliance. The worry was who would want to go to Valencia with us? Who would? Who would actually be willing to go to Valencia with us and incur the wrath?
Nobody now.
No one would go. No one wants to go with us. You don't think that we've pondered around that situation possibly happening? Nobody wants that.
So what about a 1v1 with no gates? Then?
Why doesn't Vision or Man Up set up the terms of the fight? Ask these guilds to drop and just get a good fight in. And just see what happens.
We've been down that road before.
Seriously? And just nobody will nut the fuck up for
Have any of the other guilds outside of Vision and Man Up approached any of the officers, or Lacari himself being the guild leader of Man Up, or bother making any posts on the forums to see maybe anyone would make any arrangement to have a desert fight?
Yo, keep crying, fucking pieces of shit.
Shit on Korea.
Budani! No, it was Budani!
Let me explain why Vertex brought an ally tonight, right? Let me explain. Vertex has lost 2 weeks in a row now to the guild, if I'm not mistaken. How many ex-Barcode members are in Vertex? So I imagine they're not too fucking happy losing.
No, we don't give a shit, man. You 2v1 us. Who cares? What the fuck?
3v5.
You know damn well you can 1v1 you.
Listen,
like, who the fuck cares?
Listen, Barcode, I'm not sure which one of you guys is talking because it doesn't matter. But last week when you 2v1'd us with the LOTD, we still almost won. And if you can go back and look at the war scores there, you went very negative in that fight as well. If you can send me one screenshot of you going positive in a siege where Vertex was there, I would love to see that.
If you can send me one screenshot of Vertex winning a siege that Barcode was there on, let me fucking know.
Listen, your scores don't matter shit if your fucking base is 0%.
Oh, God, this is fucking
just farming Reapers the whole time anyway.
Yeah, dude. They had to break down one of Reaper's walls to get there.
What is happening right now, man? This is fucking hilarious.
If you actually got a statement from Lacari saying that there'd be like no hard feelings or anything,
He
no
said
like
that so many
fucking-
times.
no wrath behind coming to Valencia, then yeah, you'd probably get a good fight.
They've said that
Shit,
like a
I'm
million
free
times.
next week. If somebody wants to hit me up, I don't give a fuck.
Dang, where have you been the last like 4 months?
It's just chilling.
Hey man, we've been hanging out. Fuck you.
Oh, I just mean like from what you said, we've been down that road. You know?
Yeah.
No one's taking it up on it. Hell, the last time we tried to get a 1v1, they built on the wrong node. Wink, wink.
But you know, Ding is Ding, you're ex-hostile, right? A break off from Remo's crew.
Yeah.
Didn't Fractal get
I thought it
dumped
was
by Vertex in the desert last week?
Yep.
It was a node with what was it, Ding, Mooncake, FML, Fractal, Vertex, and there was a 1v1 with Vertex and Fractal. And Fractal got dunked.
Yeah, but that was Fractal. It wasn't Man Up. When they lose, it's not Man Up.
How do you expect Man Up to build on a node?
It doesn't count if it's not Man Up, dude. Don't say that. You're gonna offend somebody.
Hunter just said Vertex dodged a node. Obviously, he's talking about Fractal when he said that. What the fuck?
When they win, it's Man Up. When they lose, it's Fractal.
Right.
I don't remember if we're in Fractal or not, but I'm just saying we set up a 1v1, you guys built on the wrong node. It either means you're the most retarded people in the fucking world or you dodged.
I'm pretty retarded.
Yeah. Same.
Damn.
I'm gay.
Same.
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 Oh wait, traps aren't gay. Never mind.
No, yeah. The Trap Alliance officially declares that traps aren't gay.
Yeah, can't argue. Confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
So if the way things are going in the current siege scene, it seems nobody wants to go after Man Up in Valencia and Vision in Medea. Do you guys feel if maybe the castle-owning guilds agreed to a 2v1 or something to that effect, people would be willing to pop down to make the siege scene liven up in that
We've been
region?
down it so many times. Nobody's gonna do it.
It's not gonna happen.
Don't script the fight. Let it happen if a fight's gonna
Nation
happen.
will never go to Medea. Like, we still have PTSD from that time. We grouped up with Vision and a couple other guilds to hit Gravity, and it's a fucking like maze going up to the final base, and people are just getting raped by wizards.
It will be interesting when the KR changes hit NA.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Wouldn't you think that would just make it easier for Man Up to defend for 2 hours?
No.
Like, no one's gonna help them in the first place anyway.
It doesn't matter.
The changes, anyone holding the castle, the changes are entirely meant to make whoever's holding the castle almost not have a chance at all to hold it, as long as a few guilds drop.
What about it would make it more difficult?
For the defenders?
Yeah.
The fact that it's literally everyone versus you with no friendly fire, and all you have on your side is 50 randos who get spawned outside the castle. And the fact that you have no friendly fire, as long as 3 or 4 guilds drop, your door is essentially paper. And every time a door goes down, it adds 30 minutes to the timer as well. So it's potentially 3 hours that you have to hold out against everyone. I mean, it's a system designed to kick whoever's in the castle out and get them zerged down, and then go back to what it is now. It's nothing else. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
So you'll have like Barcode, Vertex, and I don't know, another guild, all with no friendly fire on the game together. One push, like 200 people.
Man up, I have a question. Would you guys want to do a 2v1?
Vertex won't man up, we'll fucking do it.
Wait, what?
Would you guys take a 2v1?
What was the follow-up?
How do you guys feel about a 2v1?
Hello?
In Vertex. Excuse me, in Valencia, not Vertex.
What guild are we talking about?
It'd be interesting.
Was that like a Freudian slip?
I just didn't get it. At one point you said with Vertex, I mean, but they just said they wouldn't.
No.
I don't know. Huntler, speaking of Vertex, weren't you guys supposed to drop out of guild and come hunt us? How did that go? Did you hunt us? Did that go well?
What?
Hello, please respond. You were supposed to drop out of guild into Fractal and take nodes and hunt Vertex. I want to know how the hunting went.
You were supposed to do that. I saw the screenshot.
So I heard.
How did the hunt go? I'm still waiting a response.
I think we made too much money, so we got taxed.
It's just the guild tax.
Oh.
But we did. We fought you guys on Valencia with 40 people. It was a good fight.
How did the hunting go?
What do you mean?
Didn't we just answer that?
I just answered that.
Oh, it was a good fight.
We literally looked for you guys and found you on Valencia. It was a good fight.
We're never hard to find. You didn't have to look that hard. You could have just asked.
No, we didn't.
We asked you guys to place on a node.
What are you trying to say exactly? I'm not sure.
I don't know, man.
We fought
I'm
you.
just wondering why you talk so much shit to us whenever you come to fight us. And you can't
They're sitting on Valencia. Just go there.
I have the screenshot. I'm going to post it in general.
Go ahead, Trap.
Oh,
Yo,
Trap.
Did Man Up just dodge a 2v1 challenge from all this?
Nope.
There we go.
Why would Man Up want to fight anyone? Look at the payouts they're getting. Are you kidding? You want to see some gold accessories getting made this weekend whenever the accessory box comes out? Just sitting there and let them get their.
You just said I'm talking shit to try to get you guys to fight us. Now you're saying we don't want to fight. I'm confused.
You don't actually want to fight. You don't actually want to lose your castle. That would be horrible for you. That would be awful. Like, who would stay in Man Up without the payouts?
I mean, we've been out of a castle multiple times. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. You're just speaking out of your ass right now.
So is the 2v1 gonna happen?
You're like Iconic 2.0, dude. Like, I don't understand where this is going.
Oh shit.
I started playing the game after Iconic.
Okay, cool, dude.
Really know
Vertex is Iconic 2.0. I don't really care what you have to say about it. You're fucking Iconic 2.0. That's the end of the fucking story.
That's not true.
Is it Iconic in LOTD?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody.
You guys are gonna have a territory soon.
Now, with the introduction of the guild tax system, will you Man Up and you Vertex find some point in time to arrange some kind of fight with each other without dropping into guilds?
We just been talking about this for half hour.
I mean, that's not going to happen. With the
we
guild tax now, we basically have to do double payouts, so we'll be in node wars a lot less.
Even so, what would be the point of that? Everyone knows Vertex is weaker. They don't have the gear. They don't have the numbers. Like, they can't 1v1. I don't know why you've been wasting any time talking about that.
We've already said.
I think he said vision, didn't he?
I don't know. I mean, we had a GVG before over in
Vertex and Man Up seem to be talking about PvP.
People should be talking about why don't Vision and Man Up do some sort of fun 1v1 something. That's the only close guild.
Why do we have to entertain you?
Why the fuck would I drop from Vision?
No. Not for us.
Real, dude.
Not for us. Not for losing your castles. I'm talking about for your own fun on the side.
Lacari, where are your videos at, kid? How many videos have you made?
Listen, Gatekeeper gone, right, dude? Fucking FML support, all of them got videos, right? Whenever they fucking talk shit, you dropped whatever you were doing and went and killed them. Why haven't you done that for Vision yet? Like you create the content. You've been doing it for fucking a year now. Why can't you do it now?
He's scared, dude.
That's the only reason. I mean, a lot of the mango, a lot of your strong players are gone, right? We all saw Feeds yesterday. He's gone. Like, why won't you do something? You ask us to do something, but dude, your YouTube channel's lacking, dude, because you don't have any videos out.
It's doing pretty well as a streamer.
Trep, I got better things to do than pick on some retarded kids, all right? Relax.
You know how cool it would be to have Man Up not in a castle, sieging other territories and shit?
That wouldn't be cool because that would actually scare every other guild. Same with Vision.
It'd be so much fun. It would shake things up so much.
Let's be honest, Tim, no. The exact same thing that's happening right now would happen. We would go to some other region, whether it was Valencia again or California or whatever. A lot of people would dodge us, or maybe if a fight happened for 1 week, we'd get the castle, then everyone would dodge us there. It's going to be what would actually change? What would change if we just suddenly took Calpheon instead? Let's say we're out. Is really the situation we're in now somehow different?
The people at Calpheon would go Valencia. That's what would happen.
Nothing would. And that's really the reason. One of the main reasons why it makes no sense for us to drop a castle. It's going to be the same aids. We'll have given up literally tens of billions just to get one fight and be in the same boat we are now.
Hey, we saw this. We saw this on Eden, man. When Gravity was holding a castle, Man Up had one. FML had one, and it was the same exact thing. Eventually, guilds want PvP, but they get to the point where they're like, it's too much work. Let's make a fucking deal. And then next thing you know, that's exactly what is going to happen.
And having to chase the fight every other week just doesn't make sense.
I mean,
I've got a question for Vision and Man Up. So, how bored are you guys at the top?
Pretty fucking bored.
Yeah.
Would being able to place on other regions fix that for you guys?
Absolutely.
That's the best thing that could happen to this.
So good.
If you're bored, a couple months ago, we had a friendly GVG over in Mansion Forest. You guys want to have another GVG, Man Up?
I'd happily
show up on the
GVG.
wrong side
I
of the map.
prefer that it's not like friendly, if that makes sense. Like for example, like last week, the fight that happened on Pirates, that was a fucking blast. I don't know
Show
about
them
for
my
you guys, but I had
reputation.
a great time.
Oh,
I
the
like
small
when
one
it's a
from
lot.
Castle was good too.
I like it when it's a lot more organic.
I guess I was saying friendly in the terms of we just show up and we fight and we see what's up. I mean, you do want to fight?
You want to go right now?
We can go right now. I'll summon my guys. You summon your guys. We'll go fight.
All right, let's go.
All right. Meet me at the trade guy in Valencia. Just summon my guys there.
Vision would love to come, but there's a lot of wood that needs chopping.
Also, the issue is too is
we'll fight.
you guys, guilds don't fight like they used to. Like back in the day, right? You'd have these massive GVGs at Sazin because everyone was trying to do their Sazin, and you'd channel hop to gank them. That doesn't happen like that anywhere now.
You think the Steam channels were like that? Like, you think they party grind Calpheon Shrine?
Not Calpheon Shrine.
And they skip that.
With the introduction of the new battle arena, would that not work for your needs?
So
Where are we
tiny.
fighting?
It's not real GVG. You'd have to party up everyone. Like that wouldn't do anything. It's just for 1v1s or like 2v2s or things like that.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff happens anymore because I think you guys changed the whole mindset with the going after guilds and stuff a little bit.
Remember when home channels actually mattered?
Yeah.
We need GK to come back. We need
Nobody
a
wants to
common
be
enemy
followed.
to come and hunt.
Don't talk about GK.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What would be nice with that new arena that they just implemented? You know how there's stands on the outside of the whole damn thing? If anybody that stood there was automatically put into a safe area and put into observer mode, that would have made it legit, because then you could actually hold decent tournaments there. I mean, right now with the render ranges and all that shit, you really can't take advantage of the whole arena. It's just, I don't know. It could have been cooler the way they did it, but
So, giving a recap to the last bit of what went on in this podcast with Vertex, Vision, Man Up. People were saying...
Wait, Vision, Man Up?
Yeah, Vision and Man Up are sitting in Medea and Valencia.
Are they?
People want them to be fought, yet no one is stepping up to fight them. So that begs the question of when will we see guilds that are as strong as them to challenge them out of their castles? Do you guys have faith in the current guilds, or maybe
how are
some
you
of
supposed
the
to be as
new
strong as
ones?
Vision or Man Up?
How
it's
far
literally
ahead
impossible.
Lacari, how
What
far ahead
puts
do you
them
think
ahead?
you are?
Do you guys feel?
I don't know if you can put a number on that, but regardless, it'll change once the militia system comes out.
People just need time to catch up.
It's the money. I mean, our guild specifically, like we're still growing. I mean, every fucking week we're getting noticeably stronger. So it's like when we get to that point for sure, but until then, there's no point, right?
You think you will get to Man Up's or Vision's point?
At some point, absolutely.
You need money.
It's ambitious.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long
money.
while because they're just
Man,
sitting on fucking billions of gold.
I mean, there's an RNG gate, right? Like, sure, they have a fuckload of gear, but I mean, Siege in a lot of ways comes down to how a guild fights, how cohesive the guild itself is, and the gear, the fielding, those things. And I mean, we have a lot of room to grow, right? So when we get to that point, for sure. But
I don't know. I disagree. I think it just comes down to whoever has the most wizards and witches.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's probably true.
Hey, you know what? Scapegoating. Let me say something about that. Like, I understand the whole witch and wizard argument, but one thing I've noticed as far as FML, like we have a much smaller roster, right? And we brought 54 today is what we had at peak. And the one thing that I noticed as far as the class comp is how important it is to have really good zoops in your guild. Those classes are fucking amazing to have, or really solid DKs. It's just having a 100-man roster and being able to just expand on the range of players and classes that you can have is just enormous, man. And you could really feel, I can at least feel it because of my class comp and not having that ability to do that. So witches and wizards are great, but you really need those other classes, especially with the rebuilding on bases, man. Those mooses and mewas and ninjas are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Very good for dealing with backline and harassment.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're needed. I'm just saying, whoever still has the most wizards and witches.
Well, yeah, that's how the fucking cookie crumbles. It's the game we're playing.
Chain protect area, dude. Can't stop that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, man up. I am curious. Do you guys have like a sheet with your average gear score or something, or nah?
They do.
They do. They just won't say.
It's never
I
up
don't
to
think
date.
they don't leak that kind of information.
Yeah, it's all good. I was just wondering.
Hey, Man Up, Vertex, you guys gonna fight right now?
Apparently not.
I mean, are we fighting? That's what I've been waiting for.
Speaking of,
they
yes,
can only
the
bring
reason why I was
80
curious, Tim, why you thought people wouldn't believe you is because Kyokai around that same number too, but people would not believe it.
Are you there on Saturdays or throughout the week?
Around what number are you talking about?
What do you think the number is?
Just like around 500 GS is what we're saying for Kyokai and Aftershock.
Why are you guys so bad then?
Well, it's more like 490 probably, but it's close.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are nowhere near them.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm ready to throw down right now.
Memes, man. Wait. Didn't Aftershock like lose?
Kind of
to
angry.
Lifelines
There's a bunch of
something
fucking
like
cucks in this
2 days
podcast
ago?
right now.
And Lifelines'
too,
average gear score is like 400.
Too many liars in this chat.
Can we stop pretending that sieges really take anything amount of skill, like calling someone bad? It's entirely your numbers, gear score, and how many witch wizards you have.
I don't
It's
know.
not
You know,
fucking
you haven't
bad
done
at
Siege in like
sieges.
17 weeks.
Yeah, it's
Like if you make a bad call, you can feel it. I don't know. You guys haven't sieged in 16 weeks, so you might have forgotten. But
yeah. We're
No, I don't-
sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I don't want to take that
Kyokai
cheap
lost
shot.
last week due to a bad call, so you do feel it.
Yeah, you
I
do
don't-
feel it if you make a bad call.
I don't want to take that cheap shot, but like it's definitely changed. I mean, we've been in the Siege scene for what 2-3 months, something like that at the most. And
I don't
it's
think node
changed
wars
in
and
the
sieges
past.
are different than not. It's not like we've been out of practice. In the grand scheme of things, yes, one call can hurt you in that one
Node
point.
wars are
but
completely different from
if
Siege.
one call means you lost, you weren't doing good across the board. If one call makes you lose.
No, there's legitimately like you can do really well, and if you lose your foothold, and they're just the okay. If you have a foothold on a guild, you can keep that pressure up until your allies fight other bases or like defeat other bases, or eventually you break their walls, right? But if you lose that foothold and they're on a near equivalent level to you, that could be the end of it for you, right? If you make a bad call and you lose all that pressure, that could be the end of your base.
That's why Balanos is so much fun, right?
Well,
yeah,
I think maybe that's the perception, right? Like maybe the angle that ManUp sits at is, I mean, you guys have been significantly stronger than most people, so you haven't really fought many guilds that are right on par with you. So it's like if you do fuck up, you do wipe, you're dead for 70 seconds. That's a lot of time for full guild in your base.
I think people keep forgetting where we came from, but that's not the point, man. Like, what type of call could you possibly make to like full wipe? Can I get some examples?
If you okay, let's say for example, last week we ended up full wiping Fortune and killing half their base percent, or like 50% of their base in one wipe. They were too busy focused on our allies' Yara on the other side, and they completely ignored the fact that we were pushing into their base from the backside, right? So they just missed the mark on that. They were holding perfectly fine up until that point, and we were able to come in behind them, wipe them, and then dumpster their base, and that was the end of the war. Like, just because they didn't see us coming in from behind. That was the entire reason. It's shit like that. Like, they were able to hold. Granted, Aftershock was going to end up beating... or did end up beating Kyokai right around the same time, so it didn't make that big of a difference, but that sort of a thing can completely change the way a siege
You're talking about a guild holding, though. Like, they're on the defensive.
Okay,
yes.
okay. Well,
if they're on the defensive, they're already, like, losing.
Kyokai lost last week because they pushed Aftershock, and they should have pushed somebody else. And we fully expected them to correct that, right? And so we knew that they were going to come hard after Hikamori, and we did our best to work that. But because they pushed Aftershock and put their flag down there, it was open season on Kyokai. They lost the siege because they did that. Straight out of Scapegoat's mouth from last week. So calls absolutely matter unless you so outgear and outnumber somebody that it's just a big Zerg fest. And that's what nodes used to be, and it kind of still is. Nodes are so different from sieges. I can't fucking believe anybody would think that. It's a completely different mindset.
Lacari, if you, let's say, for example, if you're on a guild with equivalent strength and you call to group up, you've been attacking the space over and over, right? And you get too jealous, or rather overzealous, and you group up in a spot that's overextended, and they end up killing half your party while you're still grouping up. You know, that could completely lose your foothold, and they can come back and start pushing on your base, right?
Momentum's huge.
Hey,
I mean, if that happens multiple times, yeah, but like, I can't.
No, it's completely changed in one push. I'll make a bad call where I tell people to group up in the wrong spot, or we push too early, right? And that completely loses all of the pressure we've had. Not so much in sieges, we haven't had like bad calls like that, but it's definitely happened in node wars where we completely. What?
Hickey,
Yeah.
can you? Are you flexing in front of a mirror right now?
No, but you should see their
I
not
have
safe for
nothing
work
to
channel.
flex.
There's so many traps floating in right now. They've all got to be fapping.
Oh, I'm fat.
Yo, Proto, why do you keep dodging Kyokai? You know you're gonna lose and just gonna be laughing.
Oh my
Sorry, I don't have enough pearls. Okay, like you. What can I say, man?
So with how many
sorry to hear that.
have been going on in Calpheon recently, would you guys say we can expect to see more crucial callouts going out?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what?
Much like you were mentioning with Balanos, where if a mistake is had by a shot call, are you guys going to be looking for any big pushes that you can take advantage of when a call out might be made?
I mean, that's every
All the other guilds are so good; they don't make any bad calls. So
It's just the shitty
Any guilds
Balanos
in
guilds fucking
particular
up.
that you're expecting something like major out of is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, major bad call today was Aftershock funneling through a gate like they were fucking grass beetle.
Now we're back on Balanos again, huh? Weird.
Who the fuck are martyrs?
They only show up when they win. It's okay.
Dude, Martyrs, that's Dude Riders.
Martyrs is all Dude Riders, guys.
Dude Riders.
From,
Holy
from Eden, remember?
Who?
Dude Riders.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello? Is this thing
Hello?
on?
Is this thing on?
Hello?
Yo, let LOTD talk.
I have a question for LOTD.
Yeah, what's up?
How do you feel the power gap between you and Tonation is? Since you only won them, do you feel you close to them or they're stronger?
I mean, we still made it in the end, so I would say it was pretty close. Some engages we lost, some engages we won. In the end, it was a stalemate.
I have a question for Biko.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. Fuck you.
Hey. Whoa, dude, what the fuck?
That
Is that a question?
That's
Was
what
a
I was
10-10
doing.
respect.
That was a fucking question.
Sorry, off topic a little bit. Didn't you say that you were going to double Summit's payout?
That's a good point. Do you plan on doing that this week, Lacari? Is that the intentions? Because I'd imagine the only way
I
you
mean, I
can
don't
pull
have
that
to
off
do it.
would
You
be
did it for me.
just
Are you
not
gonna
paying out
double-
your members.
Are you going to pay out? Well, I mean, Lacari
You did
needs
it
to
for
make
me,
this
so I don't have
gear,
to do
right?
it.
Like he can't be giving T4s out to
Can I
everyone.
ask
He
you
can
why
only give it
you?
out to himself.
Can I ask you the reasoning behind giving Summit 850 mil?
I think because we can, right?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't no shit to us.
Right? What the fuck?
How do your rank and file Vision members feel about that?
You want to know what really happened?
Right.
You want to know the truth? You want to know the 100% truth?
I don't think I can handle the truth.
I'll tell you that shit anyways. That was fucking Trep's money, dude.
I think it was more than just Trep's money.
It's definitely
No,
more
that
than
was
Trep's
Trep's
money,
money.
but
That's my
okay.
money.
All right. However you want to paint the picture, that's cool with me.
That's my money. I get T4s from the guild. I gave one of my T4s for the week to him.
Very proud of you, Trep.
Yeah, sure.
Trep took one for the team, dude, because he's a long-time subscriber of Summit T1.
Long time.
Wait, T1, T1, 1G, 1G, T1 gaming.
T1, 1G. No, T4, T4, 1G, T4.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
1G.
T4 Trep X, T1, 1G gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So how did this Summit fellow feel about taking payout? Was he happy? Was it like what was his reaction getting
Dude,
that
what
much
the fuck?
silver?
Yo, you open up your mail, you see 835 mil. How the fuck you gonna feel?
Pretty excited.
Good answer.
Did anyone
So
record
you
his
originally
reaction,
offered
though?
him 250 mil, I remember, right?
I mean, it was
What made you decide to give him
shits and
more?
giggles, no, we never intended him to give him 250.
Isn't this a Siege podcast? What do we give a fuck about a payout for?
Like, we'd have to do some crazy ass shit to do that, right? I don't know. We'd have to
Okay.
pay him like the absolute minimum. Like we paid absolute minimum on people that don't show up. That wouldn't even work out.
Yeah, you know,
Show up to what?
Biko, I'm a BDO streamer too. Well, can I get that? That
I mean,
payout?
if you want to, Hunter, go ahead, drop go, bro. I can get you up in here.
Join
Yeah,
up, man.
I'm coming.
Can I join
nope,
too?
Side note update. I apologize. I cannot invite you to this go. I'm sorry.
We all know nowadays Lacari ain't paying out T4s. He's got to get his gear back. Be T1s
I still keep
across the
payment
board,
just the
except
same.
for him.
I still keep it just the same, actually. Hasn't changed a bit.
Lacari, how is your gear so awful when you get so much fucking free money?
Bad
He has to blow it up all in streams.
Because
so
he
get
listens
free
to
money
random
from
people in his chat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah.
Makes the mistake of doing
If by
things
random
when
people you
Shaq's
mean
not around.
Shaq, I think Shaq's the only one we have to blame
Listen
here.
to Shaq.
He's basically a random person.
Why do you trust Shaq, dude? That guy's shitty as fuck.
Shaq used to be a good kid. He took down Silta, man. I thought I could trust him.
Silta took down herself. Let's be real.
I kind of have to agree with Trep on that one.
Yeah.
Yo, was Silta a man?
Some
I don't know.
would say so.
Trep would know a lot about that, wouldn't you, Trep?
Traps
I
are
got
gay.
photos. Hit me up.
Because we always had an argument, convinced that that was a trap.
I'm a trap. X.
Trep, do you still have an obsession with that retarded kid?
Who's the retarded kid?
Harley Quinn? Was that it?
Dude, Harley Quinn's the fucking man.
Does he have nice
So it
boobs?
seems everyone's just simmering down after a night of siege. Anything anyone else wants to say before we wrap this up?
Yeah, whenever Vertex and Man Up gonna fight.
Are we actually
Why is
doing
it up to
that?
us?
Please.
I just
Why
heard
is
they're
it up to
summoning,
us?
aren't they? Did you guys
I heard they were
right
gonna
now?
summon. Well, they don't do crates, so they can waste their summons like that.
Trep, just like directed to that Siege discussion. They're not coming.
They definitely didn't do crates that other day, right?
I guess so. Right?
Hell yeah.
All right, good stuff, everybody. Thank you for coming for this Siege podcast.
I almost left Heidel for this shit.
Yeah, thanks for hosting it.
My pleasure.
Thanks for the host.
Thanks, Swiper.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Good podcast. Good podcast.
Later, guys. That
Well,
was
technically,
fucking-
swipe from Swiper.
Joe Nation
Yo,
Root said
Huntler,
yawn.
Blacks in the arena right now. Velia 4, 1v1. I want to see it. Let's go.
Don't get baited. It's not. We're
Never
not gonna
gonna
have a fucking
happen.
fight with Vertex.
Come on.
They just
They
siege
want
for
us to waste our
hours.
fucking summon.
Blacks, are you down? You
They're
down
not
to fight?
fucking serious.
I'm fucking wasted right now.
You can hear it in their voice.
So
they're
you
fucking
down.
trolling.
That means you're down. Huntley,
When are
you
you
down?
not wasted,
We-
bro?
we-
Two Vertex
He's
dogs?
already not in this channel.
I'm
Hey,
in
good
here.
fight again, guy.
Dude, we
He's
play
already-
Witch. Whether you're drunk or not, you can play it.
Huntler went and swapped channels real
Damn,
quick, so he's got a
Huntley's down
15-minute
now.
cooldown.
Good stuff, everyone. Look forward to the next Siege podcast.
Definitely.
I guess we don't have to fight again, Trev, since you were already wrecked in the desert.
Can't wait to talk more about how no one fights man up next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Considering
knows?
how this
It's a new week.
podcast it went over every bit of both Vision and Man Up having challenges. I think it's over. Just bury it. Let's hear more about the fights that have happened.
Let's just glaze over Balano